Alright, we're here for Chainsaw Man, Chapter 152, chapter title Massage. I was expecting a cooler chapter title considering we're finally getting Chainsaw Man again, but okay, Massage it is. Alright, let's open the chapter. Alright, we open up with Denji in Chainsaw Man form. His shirt looks unripped? Wait, is it still ripped? I don't know. Um, Alright, he's kind of like hunched over. Uh, I forget who this is. Just some guy who's nearby, I guess. Says it's another Chainsaw Man wannabe. um, and then the woman that was next to him runs away saying, "Aw." All right, and then a guy on the cell phone is saying, "Yeah, in my neighborhood. Yeah, come quick." All right, he's calling reinforcements to come fight the Chainsaw Man wannabe, I guess. All right, and then Fumiko's fallen over. I guess somebody was holding her, right? I guess they dropped her, and then she says, "Yeah." Um. All right, then you got there was spear and sword hybrid, kind of standing there preparing to transform. Yeah, so the sword hybrid, he takes off his hand. Spear, uh, pulls out a spear from his back, his neck or something. Um, the chainsaws are a bad idea right now, says Nayuta. Let's run for it. And then Denji says, Nayuta, get out of my way. Okay. Nayuta's surprised um, by Denji's reaction or response. And then, uh, and then I guess this is Denji talking. He says, "I'm the worst, aren't I, Pochita?" I think he's actually talking. He might be thinking this actually. So he's thinking, and the next thing he thinks is, "They burned down my home with my pets inside it, and I feel like $1,000,000. Thanks to you guys, I get to be Chainsaw Man." Oh boy, Chainsaw Man is hyped. Let's go. Alright, and then we also got the transformed spear and sword hybrids. Is it spear? It looks like. Is it spear? It looks like he's holding a pole, to be honest. But it's probably a spear, I guess. Alright, so then spear and the sword. And apparently this is the whip hybrid, which I did not realize. Uh, yeah, so we got them charging at Denji. Um, and Denji just swings his chainsaws and smacks both of them. And spears coming from above, gonna spear him. Oh, and he does spear him right through the back and through the chest or stomach, I guess. And Chainsaw Simon says, "Yeah!" Exclamation point! Exclamation point! All right, and then I think this is the spear hybrid speaking. "Come on, Chainsaw Man, you can do better than that. Give us a real scare." Uh, and the spear is like speared all the way into the ground below. And then Denji as Chainsaw Man is. Oh well, you can't really discern a expression. It's just a shot of his face. And then you got the. I don't know why the whip hybrid is so insectoid, but okay. And then there's a shot of her, I guess. And then a chainsaw arm is buzzing. And then chainsaw no spear hybrid says "ga" question mark exclamation point as like blood is spurting out of his mouth. And Denji, hold on, let me get this right. So it looks like Denji cuts through both himself and the spear hybrid, cutting both of them in half. is what I'm gathering from this. I think I think that's what I'm looking at here. All right. Uh. All right. And uh. All right. So I guess they both fall over. Denji says, Uh. Spear Hybrid says, "Youch." Uh. And then Whip Hybrid is saying, "What the um dash question mark exclamation point." And then Naoda is looking surprised with a bead of sweat. And then someone in the audience watching from the sidelines is vomiting and says a blurg as he vomits. And then, okay, so they're both on the ground, both cut in half, I guess. And then Chainsaw Man is crawling towards him with his arms, I guess. And then the spear hybrid's on his back, and he says, ugh, ... Oh, and then I guess we got. It looks like Chainsaw Man is cutting off Spear Hybrid's head. All right, and somebody's saying "ah," presumably Spear Hybrid. I say "ah," and then another "ah!" exclamation point. And then there's just a panel of like blood, and I don't know what else. And then okay, and then Denji's now holding the Spear Hybrid's head, severed head, and he says, "Thanks for the food." Oh, the blood, yes. Um, gosh, what am I looking at here? um, uh, so I guess Denji's eating the blood or whatever, uh, and both of their torsos are like nearby, or their legs, I guess, rather. Um, did Spear Hybrid really have that short of pants? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. His legs also look rather feminine, to be honest. Um, yeah, okay. So I don't know. Denji's eating the blood. It's a mess to describe what's going on exactly, but um, Whip Hybrid is whipping, and there's a speech bubble. That says SP, sp. She is saying sp dash spit him out. Okay, so she wants him to stop eating Spear Hybrid. And then she slams her whips down on them, I guess. But it's too late. It looks like no, Chainsaw Man is still kind of half. Um, he somehow, despite being cut in half, it looks like he jumps up to do like an uppercut, kind of, and also slash to the side. Looks like he takes off her leg, at least one of her legs, her left leg. It looks like. And she's on the ground. Uh, Denji on top of her, going in for more blood, I guess. She says, "Eep." Oh, are you saying I oughta cook my food first? Says Denji. As he's just slashing into her with his arms, cutting her up. And she says, uh, S dash. And she says, Sugo, help m dash exclamation point. Says Denji. Or is that Denji? Yeah, that's no, that's the sword. That's definitely the sword hybrid. He's saying dot 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 exclamation point. Uh, he says dash exclamation point exclamation point. So he's charging in for an attack. Apparently, he was just watching everything from the sidelines until Whip Hybrid requested help. So he goes in, he swings. I'm gonna say it looks like Denji deflects the swing with the chainsaws. And then we got a shot of the sword guy possibly going in for another attack. It looks like Denji has fully recovered his injury, but now he's being stabbed through the chest, it looks like, with the swords. But it looks like he might have stabbed Sword Hybrid, maybe? Also through the chest? Yeah, so Sword Hybrid is coughing up blood, saying blurf. And Denji is also coughing up blood. And then Naya is watching with everyone else on the sides. She says Denji, exclamation point, exclamation point. And there's some bystanders also with Nayuta. So another shot of them like with their respective weapons through each other's chests. The thing about massages is, I'm guessing this is Denji talking, or dot 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 exclamation point. Uh, Too much force and they hurt. Oh, okay. Says Denji. But there's this sweet spot where the pain turns into pleasure. Okay. What's, and then Nayuta is saying, what's that have to do with anything? Let's get out of here already. And then Denji responds, you know, Nayuta, maybe you shouldn't be around me anymore. Oh? Oh, okay. Uh, Interesting development. Nayuta is surprised by this. And then next panel, next page, yeah, it's so Denji just killing Spear Hybrid essentially. Well, killing as much as you can actually kill Hybrid. They kind of always just come back. Uh, and he's saying, cause for me, this is where it hurts just right, and damn, do I feel good. Uh, yeah, ha ha ha. Okay, so Denji has kind of lost his mind. Um, this is to be continued. All right, very interesting chapter. Very action packed. Very interesting at the end where Denji's like, maybe we shouldn't hang out anymore. Which I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. Um, we'll see what comes of that next chapter, I suppose. All right, good chapter.